You got some people expecting an apology from you because you put them in their place off of something they did to you. See, they thought that you were somebody that they can push over, belittle, treat any type of way. And you literally put these people in a place like never before. You owe these people no explanation about nothing after they got handled. They expecting you to give an explanation or an apology over something they did. But you like, I haven't done anything wrong. You guys were bothering me. And they know they were bothering you. They know they was having gangs of people come up on you, having a group of people monitor you and harass you all day. And you finally put the ringleader, because there was a ringleader in this situation, in their place. And then the rest of them got put in place because you put the ringleader in their place, letting them know that I wouldn't try coming for me ever again. This is what you told these people. And they feeling some type of way about it because you stood on business. You literally stood on business when you put them in their place. These people thought they can do anything they wanted. They thought they can get away with things that they shouldn't have got away with, like falsifying your name to others, bearing false witness, doing things behind your back that made you look like a easy target and the bad guy. Whether they reported you to law enforcement or they wrote something about you to make people look at you a certain way, but in a negative, bad way, and you wasn't doing anything wrong, all because they was jealous of you and they despised you. I'm getting that these people acted like children. Literally grown adults that acting like they still in high school. Literally. And you put them in their place and told them about themselves when you noticed certain red flags that they were doing. You started to pick up on that they possibly was lying on you to others based off the web they was trying to put you in. They literally tried to put you in the spider's web and thought you was going to get caught up. But instead of you getting caught up in their spider's web, you end up catching them up in their own spider's web because they wanted to do something against you to make you look like the bad person, to make you look like the evil person. And then they got put in a place. I'm guessing it probably was some cussing involved when you went off on these people. And if it wasn't no cussing involved, you really just put your foot down. And they looking at you in a whole different light because you pretty much snapped as you rightfully should. It's not like you did it because you wanted to. It's because you noticed that they kept picking and poking the bear. Literally poking the bear. And then when you reacted, they were stunned. Made it seem like you were the crazy person. But they know what they were doing behind your back. They just didn't think you was going to catch on to the schemes and the mind games that they were playing behind your back. Maybe you got different spiritual downloads, where you have that intuition, or you might got something put on your spirit through a dream or vision. Maybe God was telling you they were doing something, or maybe you just got spiritual discernment that was given to you by the Holy Spirit for you to know who is doing things behind your back. And you knew that these people were doing stuff because the ringleader was being shown to you by either a dream or vision, or just some type of intuition that you had, where this ringleader was starting the drama and the confusion. And then he or she, I'm picking up it's a male. He was doing things behind your back, and then he was bringing others in on it, like literally calling other people in to do things to you as well, because he done told a lie, said something behind your back, and you didn't even do anything. Or he just lied and said you said something or did something that wasn't true and had people looking at you a little crazy, and they don't even know you. Literally, these people don't even know you. You're a stranger to these people. They are a stranger to you. But because they're listening to this hater or this ringleader or whoever this person is that's been obsessed with you. Yes, I'm getting some obsessed energy here. They've been obsessed with you. Don't know how to be a man and tell you how they really feel about you. And it doesn't have to be gender specific, but for this one, I'm picking up a male against a female. They're overly obsessed with you as a person. They so obsessed, and it don't need to be obsession like they want to get with you. It could just be obsession that they just trying to figure out how you got where you are in life and how you doing what you're doing and why you're the person you are today. Whether you got a platform or you're doing something great with your life, and they're trying to figure out how come you got those blessings and they don't. So they're getting obsessed trying to figure out what they can do to bring you down so they can come up past your level, and they can't. They can't bring you down because God won't allow these people to bring you down, or this person. He's not going to allow somebody to mess over a person like you that ain't bothering nobody or doing nothing wrong. You are literally innocent in the situation. You're so innocent that every time this person try to plot against you along with other people, they fall into their own trap. They fall into their own mess. And now they're upset because you don't want to deal with them. You literally owe these people no explanation about nothing. Their actions and the way they behaved got them handled like never before. And I think that's going to be the title for this video. Their actions and how they treated you got them handled. Got them handled in the worst way. You literally gave these people a whooping with a belt. And they ain't even your children. But you did it energetically. You did it spiritually. By putting them in a place. They got a chastisement because they came for you for the final time. So you don't owe them no explanation about anything based off them wanting a reaction out of you in a negative way. They wanted a reaction out of you so they can possibly plot to put you in jail, get you to look like the crazy person. This is what these people want. But it's not going the way they plan for it to go because you keep rising. And I'm picking up that you're not even focused on these people no more after you put them in their place. Matter of fact, when you put them in their place, you ghosted them. You treat these people like Casper the Friendly Ghost. You can't see them. You actually forgot that you even did it because you rightfully should have put them in a place, but then you forgot about it and went on about your business because you realized you got better things to do with your time and energy than deal with a whole bunch of childish adults that act like children and just want to start drama with people because they feel like they can. Until you put them in a place, and now you don't even associate with them no more. Not only do you not associate with them, they don't exist in your world. They like a ghost. You don't acknowledge them no more. They look your way. You don't even look back. You just completely ignore these people like you never knew or ever spoke to them. And that's eating them up more than you telling them off. You just acting like they're not around. Like, I'm not finna keep entertaining this drama. Is what you're really saying to these people energetically. I'm not finna keep entertaining this. This is childish. This is beneath me because it really is beneath you. This is what you said. And now they're confused about your reaction because they was expecting the total opposite reaction for you to act a plum fool. And then you go to jail over something they did to you and you not giving them the satisfaction. And it's kind of funny because you kind of know their games. You know their games. And they didn't think you knew it. You saw through the game and what they were doing before they did it based off your intuition. And they didn't know. So you didn't already beat them at their own game before and by the time you realize what you did, it's too late. You in the next chapter, the next stage of your life. By the time they figured out what you did, the reaction you had based off their action, it's already too late. You already doing something else with your life. You in the next stage, the next phase. Matter of fact, you on the next chapter of your book. You close that chapter with them. You already doing something else because you already did it energetically. You went real fast when you put them in a place or did something that they wasn't expecting. Like, you know how you dribble and you shake people up when you dribble the basketball and then you go up for that layup after you shake them up. It's kind of what you did. I'm getting a heavy basketball right now because that's how you shook them up. You know how they used to dribble and bounce the ball under their legs and then they shake the person up and then they shoot that three throw, that three. That's what it is. They bust that three up in the air and then everybody be like, whoa, we didn't know you was going to do that. We didn't know you was going to shoot that three right there. Right before you shook me up, I thought you was going to go this way, but you ended up shooting. This is kind of what you did to these people. You kind of dribbled, shook, did another shake, spent around, and then shoot, went the other way like a tornado. And then by the time they realized what you did, they already like 2 weeks to a month behind time on when they realize what you actually did. Because that's how, I don't want to say these people are dumb, but it's given, they're not intelligent, they're not smart. So not only are they childish and act like they're still in high school, they're not smart. And you picked up on them not being smart based off how they acted. I honestly, since this is so funny, I wouldn't give these people no more mind at this point. You already know that already, but I wouldn't even entertain what they did to you anymore. Their actions got them told off. Their actions got them reported, if you reported them, and their actions caused them to look like the villains, because they are the bad guys, instead of them trying to make you look like the bad guy. You see how that all circled around and backfired right back on that return to sender. You literally did a return to sender on this ringleader and the people that follow behind this ringleader. You did a return to sender right on them. And when it hit them, they didn't even realize it hit them because you were so quick with it. Because you picked up you saw the BS from a mile away before it came at you. And you handled it before it got to you. So now they're suffering internally. Not only they're suffering, they're expecting you to apologize on top of it because they feel like you did something wrong. But you didn't do anything wrong. You just beat them at their own game, literally. That's why I say you dribbled that basketball and bust that three. You beat them at their own game when they thought you were weak. They thought they could get over on you. They thought because they had more in the numbers of people and you were by yourself that they had one up on you. But then now it's making them look silly because you beat them all at their own game and you're just one person. But I'm taking this about 4, 5, 6 of them, a group of people that's harassing you and want to make you look like the problem. And they ended up being a problem and falling into their own trap, falling into their own spider's web because they couldn't get you with it. And now you ghosted them and you literally treat them like a ghost because that's where they are. You don't owe these people no explanation. You don't even know these people. And this is what they're upset about. This is what they're confused about. Why you ain't talking to them and why, even though they're expecting an apology, you won't apologize because you don't need to. This is what they don't get. You don't need to apologize because they came for you and got handled. Sucks to be these people, but that's the message I got for a royal one. I hope you guys are enjoying y'all Thursday. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy y'all Thursday because it's late now. I hope y'all did. But until next time, sucks to be these people. Bye-bye.